split it right down, hopefully the middle. Wow.
Like a jumbo seaweed-wrapped rice ball, Japanese food contains a treasure trove of delicious surprises. I'm here at Mitsuwa, a legendary Japanese supermarket in Edgewater, New Jersey, with a mission to go beyond teriyaki and explore one of the most food-obsessed cultures on the planet. Mitsuwa is a magical place where pastries are wrapped like birthday presents, the fancy herbs are almost microscopic, and the bags of rice are human-sized. And it all starts in their super seasonal produce aisle, which features the largest root vegetable I've ever seen. It's time to get lost in the supermarket.
This looks like just a typical bin of baby sweet potatoes or something like that. The sign says purple yam. When you open it, see this amazing purple color. When you cook them, basically syrup and like honey pours out of them because they're so rich and flavorful. Ooh, this is gobo, aka burdock. Just a whole lot of gobo going on over here. Huge part of Japanese cooking is about preserving vegetables. They usually have some combination of vinegar or salt fermentation. Boiled royal wild vegetables in water. There's a certain grandeur to this package of pickled vegetables that I don't think is entirely earned. You can come to Mitsuwa and get a jar of mold. That is what rice koji is. Rice kernels covered with a fragrant white bloom of Asparagus orze mold. Here we have whitebait, because it's usually used as a bait fish. You can still see the glint of silvery eyeballs just kind of staring back at you. This one little clump is probably at least 6 tiny little fish in there. It's actually really delicious by itself, but if you served it over rice, it would be a lot easier to eat. A lot of times people are intimidated by eating sushi or sashimi at home. Here at Mitsuwa, all of that is taken care of. You have everything from chopped up fatty tuna that's perfect for pan rolls or maki rolls, or you have a segment of big eye tuna, slice it up, you put it on some rice, you're done. This is practically a shrine to rich, fatty, well-marbled Wagyu beef from Japan. This is some pretty expensive stuff, $49.99 a pound, but you only need a few thin slices of it to totally blow you away. And then over here, you think like, are these just random cuts of beef? This is actually hunks of the beef fat itself. So if you are going to like grease a skillet, you start out with one of these pieces, free fancy Japanese Wagyu beef fat.
With my hunger already triggered by a taste of tiny fish, I'm ready to delve into the endless snack aisles of Mitsuwa, where options range from the adorable to the strangely chewy.
Ooh, green tea cream-filled cookies that are shaped like koalas. They're just like way too adorable. When you decapitate it, you see the matcha filling. It's crushed black sesame seeds, which have almost like a nutty, chocolatey flavor to them. It's surprisingly good with a fish cake flavor. You just have to make sure your neck is in good shape before biting into these. Seafood flavor snacks shaped like full moon. Really seaweedy.
Nestled right alongside the aisles of Mitsuwa, you'll find a food court. But this isn't your typical shopping mall pit stop. It's a curated selection of vendors serving Japanese food to a mostly Japanese clientele, complete with rice balls made right before your eyes, freshly fried pork katsu, and shockingly lifelike plastic food replicas. Everything's made on premises, and it's, you guessed it, insanely good.
So right now we've got some spicy miso ramen. I'm seeing rich pork belly over here, perfectly cooked ramen noodles, wood ear mushroom, some bamboo shoots that I'm sure are very flavorful. I'm just gonna start digging in. Noodles are really good, firm, not mushy at all. The broth is just like pure umami. I'm about to eat Japanese rice balls. Kind of like piney, vaguely minty. Some people call it Japanese mint, but what you might not be able to see at first glance, squiggly bits poking out from my rice ball. I'm realizing they are tiny little fish. It's completely sealed in seaweed. It's not giving away any of its secrets. I'm just going to split it right down the middle. Wow. This is an explosion of cooked salmon, seaweed, like 15 other things. It's just like completely drenched in spicy mayonnaise, and it is so delicious. This is katsu sauce, a sweet, sticky sauce that actually has some fruit boiled down in it, so it has a nice caramelly sweetness to it. Panko is super crispy, pork is tender. It is like absolutely mind-blowing to me that you can get katsu of this quality in a supermarket. Then you have these balls of I know not what. I think there's a, oh shoot, I've trapped my chopsticks in it. The only way to escape is to eat it off my chopsticks, so. I can't eat this. It's so big. It's some sort of fibrous root vegetable that's cooked in like a fish broth. Kind of hard to chew. It's very floury. It's like a ball of hardened, week-old mashed potato that you've thrown in a fish broth. But I got through it, and now I'm going to eat some more katsu.
Sure, I ended up buying too many things at Mitsuwa, but how could I resist a place with an obsessive attention to quality and cartoon characters on the packages of artisanal tofu? And I have no regrets. Like my unfortunate experience with that ball of mountain yam, I hope that my time at Mitsuwa keeps going and going and going.